What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 8 of the world's first. And today, Sheffield gallops into its first ever EvoStick Northern Premier Division match against Darlington. But before we get to that, let's go over some of the players that I brought in this nice little montage. Right, and we're back, and this is what our tactics is going to look like for this upcoming season. As you notice, I did bolster a lot in the center mid as well as out on the wings. Because after last season, there has just been so many players that were falling off that just didn't fit the mold of the squad, and I needed to either replace them or bolster that position. And most notably, that's why I brought in Tom King and Jack Johnson on loan to help fill in those wingback and wide mid roles that I've been looking for all of last season. Tom Batten did fine in that left mid role, but he's more of a defender. I needed to bolster that spot up, and that's why Tom King is there. And Kieran Kopay was my only right back. There was no other player that could fill that depth in that role, so that's why Jack Johnson has come in on loan. But as you can see, we're going to continue with the 4-4-2 as it has worked wonders for us all of last season. Hopefully, simplicity is key, and hopefully we can move up the ranks quicker than I would have ever imagined. Taking a look at the odds for the Northern Premier League this season, Blythe Spartans have the 5-2 favorite odds to win the league. Meanwhile, Sheffield are sitting in 18th place at 40-1. I'm looking to gun past the 18th place prediction mid-table at the very least. And taking a look at the other competition, you can see the board expects mid-table as well. In the FA Cup, they want us to reach the third qualifying round. We're entering in the second, so just win one and we meet the board's expectation. And this season, we actually get to play in the FA Trophy, and we're going to come in the third qualifying round. But that won't take place until the end of November, so no worries about that. Though when the time comes, we may do a live com of those matches. And if you're wondering what all these transfers ins and outs we're doing, to our wage budget, we're currently spending £140,000 on player wages, and we have a wage budget of $164,000, so we're well within our limit. But as you can see, the finance graph is tilting slightly downwards, and I think that's because of all the staff that I signed on as well to replace. My assistant manager left, my head physio left, my head of youth development left, so we had to replace them, and unfortunately, who we replaced them with were a little higher costing. But we're still in the positive, £32,000 in the black, so no worries about that for now. So I don't think there really is much left to touch on, except let's get into the first match of this new season, Sheffield versus Darlington 1883. And with my squad packed to the gills, I'm definitely going to have a lot of rotation, at least for the early part of the season, to figure out who I want to keep, who I can sell, who I can sell. Let me rephrase that, who I can sell, because I did sign on the main players to part-time contracts. So Benny and Johan are now contracted to us. We can't get rid of them because they're not on non-contracts. Brad Riley has himself a part-time contract. Tom Batten has a part-time contract. Both Lewis Kennedy and Kyle Lewis have part-time contracts. So we can't really get rid of them, but at the same time, they are my best players in those positions. So I don't really want to get rid of them. I want to hold on to them. But let's take a look at the starting 11 we'll be having in this opening match. Liam Mitchell, the newest goalkeeper that we picked up, is going to be in net. Jack Johnson, Lewis Kennedy, Kyle Lewis, Tom Batten, the back four. Our midfield will consist of Riley, George Smith, Joe Fox, and Tom King. And the two strikers up front, who else but Yohan Benyaya and Benny Igihan. So let's kick off and see what happens. Hopefully we can get 3 points, but if not, there's still 41 matches left to go in the season, so I wouldn't be too miffed. Not even 90 seconds in, and wow, Darlington have already gotten on the board. It's 1-0 to the away side, and I hope this is not going to be a continuing trend for much of the season. As you can see, that was a really decent cross going all the way across in front of the goal mouth, and Liam Mitchell just was in a bad position. Couldn't reach it. 5 minutes in, and it's already another corner. Good clearance away. Now take it up. Can we hit him on a counter? Johnson tries to get it up to Igihan. The long ball just really isn't working, and then a bad pass, giving it right back to Darlington. This team needs to be more structured, and I have it set to it. This team is swarming to certain areas, and I know I don't have it set like that. And we come to halftime, and Darlington still hold that slim 1-0 lead. There has not been a single highlight since that goal. But on the flip side, we have only had 1 shot on target through 4 shots taken. There definitely needs to be some sort of cohesion between the middle of the park and then moving it up to both Benny and Yohan. And right now, there just seems to be a disconnect. Oh, are you serious? Opening kickoff goal. And Darlington go up 2-0. Are you really serious about this game? Well, clearly we did not wake up for this. Did not wake up for this game. Did not wake up for this season so far. 1 hour gone, and Darlington get themselves a throw-in with another attacking chance. We still have yet to have a single highlight go our way. Lewis, oh, that should have been a nice tackle from Lewis, but instead it's 3-0 to Darlington. And the 4-4-2 has just been completely obliterated, taken apart. And as I said before, I hope this is not a sign of things to come. I hope this is not how the season is going to go throughout. The 4-4-2 seems to be our strongest formation. If it's getting dismantled like this early, then we got problems. We do get ourselves a corner. It gets cleared away. Smith, George Smith, top of the box, about 25 yards out. Gets his rid of Fox. Back to Smith. Trying to find some passing lanes. Oh, cut out by Darlington. He tried to go over the top to Riley. And just look at them. Now watch them. Oh, who's number 4 and why did you let up on him? Off the post. Lewis, why did you stop your run? Why did you stop marking him? Leaving that one guy just wide open. There's no way he should continue to be leaving his man. Nice over the ball to Igihan. Was fuck it. Just 1 minute from time, and the attacking prowess of Darlington ceases. No, it doesn't cease. What am I talking about? Good save from Mitchell there, though, as the defense completely had a brain fart, not knowing who to mark. They get a corner out of it. To the box. Now, good clearance away, and that should be it. We can defend when it doesn't matter anymore. I'll tell you that much. This team needs a thorough talking to after this match. That was a horrible pass. And there it is, full-time. Sheffield 0, Darlington 3. As we open the season with a very disheartening loss, we were completely outplayed. In a match that I thought we were, if not slight favorites, this was a match that would have possibly gone to a draw. But good Lord, this team did not want to play a single minute. And I know it's only the first game of a long, long season, but I don't want to be subject to this throughout the entire 46-match season, plus the Cups. Because if the team continues to act like this, then we may not be relegated. I'm not going to say we're going to be relegated, but we're not going to achieve anywhere near the goals that I would have liked, and that's mid-table. But like I said, we have a long road ahead of us, and this is the upcoming matches that will be taking place. And just looking at the schedule, I should probably come back against a team that we could probably beat, relatively easy team. But after one match, you really can't tell. So I'm thinking I may come back either Matlock away or Scarborough Athletic at home. And while it says they're 5th, I think they are going to regress back to the mean, and they'll be in double digits by the time we face them. So when we come back for the next episode, it'll be us versus Scarborough Athletic at home. So until that time, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.